never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is What If Deku was a high-end nomu, part 0. Alright, now we're gonna run through some, information like normal before we begin our story. Let's get the photo so I can show you it. If I can find it. It's in here somewhere. I have a lot of them, so thumbnail, so it's in here somewhere. Let me pause it, then I'll find it. Okay, I'm back. Let's put that on there so no one interrupts me. Alright. Let me run down the information. Okay, Izuku, like normal. Everything will go through, like not really like canon, but anyways, Izuku Cork will be a modified version of Kirigi's. Just to let you guys know. You could tell by the photo that he's going to have similar to Kirigi's powers. So, he's going to have a combined modified version of Kirigiri powers, and he also has a offensive powers as well. Not only does he could teleport portals, he's a more advanced version of Kirigiri. As he shoots his black-green energy out of his hands. Sorry guys, let me, give me a second. As he can shoot the green-black energy out of his hands. And he's able to teleport. Like that. He's a backup, basically. So as this is going to be a hero what if. So as we begin our story, as Izuku is born, as Inko, finally, recover from the birth of, Izuku. She doesn't care for Izuku at all. As you hear, yelling, as he's still a baby. As he's like, what do you mean you want a divorce? I had that child because you wanted one. As Asashi's like, I don't care about the child. I have a better job opportunity overseas. You no longer will hold me back. As he goes like, are you serious? As she slaps him, leave then. What am I going to do with this child? As Asashi, I don't care what you do it. Burn it, throw it out, I could care less. As the door slams, as you cut to Inko going into the baby's room, she has, she developed a, not a hatred towards Izuku, but a resentment of what her life could have been. It's your fault I don't have a husband. As, she doesn't really, she feeds it, but she doesn't really care for it besides that. As we cut to, Izuku when he's 5. Yeah, 5. As she takes, come on, brat. As she pulls him, goes to the cork doctor. As the doctor says, oh, Miss Inko, what can I do for you? Yeah, I'm here to evaluate this little bastard, Quark. As she's still, she doesn't know how to learn to sorry. This is her first child, and she doesn't know what to do. So with her husband leaving her, she kind of is taken out on the kid. So as the doctor, this is all for one's doctor. She's very well. Let's see this young one has. As I'm sorry, Miss Midoriya, but your son doesn't have a quirk. Are you serious? Thought he would have at least a quirk so he would be useful somewhat. Thank you, Doctor. As she grabs his hand. Come here, you useless little shit. As she, as they get home, she tosses him in the room. If it wasn't for you, my life wouldn't be ruined. As she slams the door. As time progresses, as she's doing her job, and yeah, I'm gonna do something really messed up. So, fair warning, Inko is a pro hero. Yeah, I know. So, there's that. She has full-on telekinesis. She could lift like cars and throw them, and all the telekinesis powers. As we continue. Sorry about that. I was smoking some CBD. But as Izuku's, walking home from school. Now, Inko hasn't been paying attention to Izuku. Now, Izuku is in his first year of middle school. As we get to his first day, it's like, Izuku Midoriya. And he doesn't know Bakugo, so, this is different school. Different, this is different. He doesn't go to school with any of the kids from UA that's going to go to UA, so this is just a off-brand school. It's like he's wealthy. This Inko's wealthy, but he doesn't go to it's a different type of rich kid school that doesn't involve Momo or Ida Tenya. Fucking hate Ida. Okay. Even talking about him just irritates me, with no degree. I just want to strangle that dude. Break his glasses and stab him with them. So, there's that. So, if I could choose between two characters that, if I was chose, if someone asked me, who do you hate more, Bakugo or Ida, I would say Ida. I do hate Bakugo, but I do like him at the same time. It's kind of weird. It's kind of mixed feelings on that one, but let's continue. It's like, Izuku Midoriya. Everyone's like, what's your quirk? As he's like, I don't have one. As he looks down, as the class is like, huh, so that means you're useless. So that will make you deku. As they all start calling him deku, deku. As the teacher's like, enough. Enough. I know the young man's useless, so let's get on to class. As several months has passed since he's been going to school, Inko has not shown him whatsoever attention as she does her hero work. As we cut to Inko, as she's, talking with her, some heroes, some low tier heroes. I heard you have a son. What? Yeah, that useless, quirkless kid. I don't know why bother. I should just get rid of him. It's like, are you serious? He's just a child. Huh. Whatever. She's still upset over, Sashi. As several villains come, as they're at a, villains are attacking a store. Hands up, everyone, or the girl dies. As Inko goes through the window, grabs the gun with her telekinesis, and yanks it out of telekinesis and throws it at the other thug, hitting the dude in the head. As she rushes there and kicks the dude in the head, back of the head. As she pins his hands behind his back. You're going away for a long time, villain. As she handcuffs him, flops a cork nullifier bracelet on his hand, on his wrist. As the officers, thank you, Gravity, Uh, sorry, Alright, I'm gonna name her Pro Hero Graviton. That's because it's the most easiest I could think of right now. Thank you, Pro Hero Graviton. Good work as normal. Yeah, whatever. She's like, as she's been doing hero work for a couple weeks now, and we're gonna cut to before the incident happens. As Izuku, is walking home from school, as he got bullied, as he has a black eye, bruised cheeks, he got bruised over his body, because the teachers are not stopping the bullying. They don't even care. As they cut to Izuku, I'll cut to the bowling scene. There's that corkless loser. As they grab his hair, throw him against the wall, start beating him. As Izuku's like, stop it, please. Look at the corkless, useless Deku's begging for mercy. Too bad you won't find any. As they begin beating on him, as one of the classmates has, has fire manipulation, as he grabs his arm as he starts burning it, not straight up, throwing fire at him, but using his hands to burn his wrist. As Izuku's screaming, as, dude, take it easy. Who cares? He's quirkless. No one will care. We could kill him, and they won't even bat an eye. Sorry, that's even on my picture. Well, you know what? Let's keep that on. As they're like, see you tomorrow, Deku. As the little group of gangs, the little group of kids from the these kids are from the last year of middle school, so they're he gets picked on by all grades of middle school, but the worst ones are the last years. As we cut to the doctor. As all for one. So do we have doctor? Do we have any more candidates for the Nomu project? Yes, all for one. I have a candidate you would be extremely interested in. What do you mean? I recently found out Graviton has a son. The Gravity Hero. Oh, not the Gravity Hero, but the Psychic Hero. Graviton. I guess I don't know if that makes sense, because Graviton would be like, gravity manipulation. But whatever, Maybe I'll change it down the line, but I'll let you guys know. If you have a better hero name for Inko, I'll use that. But right now, we'll just go with Graviton just because, it's easier. Psychicon, we'll just call her the Psychic Hero. The Psychic Hero. Full name, Inko Midoriya. Quirk. Telekinesis. So, we could, as all for one, So what does her offspring has? He's quirkless, master. But he would be perfect for our high-end nomu project. Please explain, doctor. As you know, I'm in the middle of creating several high-end nomus, and he would be a perfect specimen for my master project. As all for one, what do you mean, doctor? And speak clearly. Yes, sir. As you know, I have specifically planned for that one. Sorry. It's a bit of a... Have a backup plan in case Kirigiri ever gets captured or killed. A backup plan, if you sort of say. As he tells all for one, good. I'll leave the capture to the boy to you, doctor. Leave. As he leaves. Yes, all for one. As the doctor smiles, it's time to pick up my new test subject. As Izuku's walking home, as you know, as Izuku's walking home, as he felt a. Sorry, we'll cut to the doctor. I've been observing the boy. So Kirigiri's with, doctor. Doctor. Oh, Kirigiri. Have you located the test subject? Yes, doctor. He takes this route every day. I've been watching the boy for several days now. Good, Kirigiri. I'll handle the rest. You go back to the master. As you wish. As he opens the portal, as he goes through. Alright, subject is en route. As a day has passed, subject's en route. Make sure when you capture the subject, make sure he's alone. Yes, sir. As one day he was beaten pretty hard. As you know, his arm was broken. His arm was, sprained because of the kids there. As suddenly, Izuku felt a sharp pain in his back of his neck. As he looks over, sees a weird man. Short man with a beard, with a mustache, and with goggles on his eyes. As he's all, nighty night. As Izuku falls down, as the doctor, stops him from falling. As a van pops up, as he sits the boy in there. Let's go. As they go back to one of his labs, as they throw him in a cell, as he's freaking out. What the hell's going on? As there's several kids in this location. As the doctor comes in, as Izuku's like, I've seen you before. You're the doctor who evaluated me. Ah, Midoriya. Good do you remember. You have a very good memory. You were my top candidate for my new project. As Izuku's like, what do you mean, project? You don't need to worry about that. As he gasps the chamber, as Izuku coughs up, as he's pounding on the glass of the cell. It's, it pulled through glass. There's no cell doors, but there's a plain glass surrounding the whole cell, so it's just so they can see through all. As there's several kids coughing up, there's several kids in there. As he's like, pick up the boy and the rest of the children. Let's begin my master project. As now we're gonna do a little bit of time skip, as it's been several months and Inko hasn't figured out her son was missing yet. So it's just like, where's that little shit? This place is a mess. I told him to clean this shit up, to keep track of the house. Well, I should have. As she's like, maybe I need a. As she steps outside to have a cigarette, it's just like, what type of mother am I? As she's kind of feeling bad how she's been acting. Can't believe I've been treating my son like this. Izuku, are you home? As she goes through, he buys groceries. As she goes in the refrigerator to see, she got thirsty because she's still waiting for Izuku. As the food's rotting, because it's been several months. So she's like, what the hell? As she goes to school, oh, Miss Midoriya, how can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for my son. Has he been attending school recently? No, he hasn't. The quirkless kid, the useless kid. And she's like, what do you mean? You can't be shocked. He's quirkless. Yeah, he hasn't been around here for a few months. I thought, you got rid of him or he died. We could care less. He's quirkless, so he's basically useless. After hearing that, she's kind of upset as, the room The desk shakes a little bit. As she's like, he might be quirky, but he's still my son. As she has her telekinesis, as she's, pulling him up. As she's like, you need to leave my office now. Fine, whatever. You'll be hearing from my, I'm gonna have your job on a platter. As she slams the office door. Bastard. As she's like, can't believe I've been treating him the same way that he's been treated at school. As she goes to the teachers. Oh, you must be Miss Midori. Yes. Has my son been... The principal said he hasn't been... Yeah, he just sort of disappeared. No one has seen him. As she goes, goes to the police station, as she files a missing person, as she's, she's kind of flipping out now because, she kind of took Izuku for granted. Because she's just so upset over Asashi leaving her that she just kind of dropped the ball on that. As she's crying, as she files a missing person report. As she's like, I'm a terrible mother. As we cut to All Might, as All Might, oh, Miss Midoriya, what surprising to see you here. As he's in his skull form, Skull Might. Oh, Yagi. I think his name's Yagi, but... And she's like, what are you doing here? My son, he's kind of missing. As she's crying. Don't worry, Miss Midoriya. I will help you find, as a hero, as the news, the story broke out as the hero's, the psychic hero, Inko. Well, not her... They wouldn't really call her Inko because they don't know her real name. But as the news broke, as a hero's son went missing, and it's a big thing, even though he's quirkless, but it's still a hero's kid. So it's big news. Especially if he's quirkless, so, that will put a bad mark on all, As they're searching there, it's like, where was the last time you saw the boy? She tells All Might what she... No, it's not All Might. It's, sorry. We'll cut to, Midnight. As Midnight... So it's Midnight as she started crying about her missing son, as she promised Inko that she would help her find her son. Where's the last place you looked at him? As Inko starts crying, and she's like, I'm a terrible mother. I've been treating my own son, like crap because of my bastard of a ex-husband. She's... Don't worry, Inko. We'll find him. As, it got leaked as the press is all over news. As, several months has passed. As Izuku is in a test tube. As he's in this form, his court as, he's in this form. As he's in a test tube, that's his nomu form. He won't revert back until, till later. But for right now, he's stuck in this form. That's his base form for right now. But once, I'm not sure how I'm going to make it work, but somehow I'm going to make it work. So, Kirigiri comes by to check up on a doctor. Ah, Kirigiri, what can I do for you? Master, wish to report a update on your current project. Dr. Ujiko. Ah, yes, come this way, Kirigiri. I'd like you, as they see, this is the project I'm working on. Just in case, he was created based off you, of course. What do you mean, Ujiko? Dr. Ujiko. It's simple. I'll explain to you. So you could better explain to your master. I copied your quirk and All For One modified it, and I placed it and it was placed into this nomu here. He's a bit of a backup plan. Just in case if worse came to worse, something happened to you, we always have a backup. What about the boy's family? Uh, there won't be issue. The mother, the father is no issue, but the mother won't find the boy. After all, he was quirkless, and judging by the first, sorry, judging by the woman's first interactions I had with her when I told her son was quirkless, she was very not kind to the boy. Sorry. He's not ready yet to be released. Almost. As a year has passed, as Inko has not given up on finding her son, as she's, does hero work, but she's going hardcore trying to find Izuku. Checking out the scenery. Sorry. Checking out the scene where her son was missing, as she finally found his book bag, finally. As she, holds the book bag close to her. As she calls Midnight. Midnight, I found one of his belongings. Alright, we'll search around. As, Midnight gets there. As, they're searching on her. As there's a... Doctor didn't really care. So, there was a syringe on the ground. As Midnight puts in an evidence bag. We're going to put some, as they go put in fingerprints, as they couldn't find anything. But it's clearly the liquid was some sort of sedative. So as Inko's freaking out even more now because, her son was taken. She's going a bit of a deep end. As Nezu, comes to Inko one day. Ah, Miss Midoriya. Nezu. She's a mess. I would love to, I would serve you tea, but I'm kind of out. Oh, it's fine, Miss Inko. I have my own. As, he busts out a tea set. Please, have some. It'll cool your nerves. I know you're kind of in a bad place right now, Miss Midoriya. But I will make my top priority to locate your son. Thank you, Nezu. I don't know what to do. I was so terrible to my son, treating him like dirt, and I'm a terrible mother. As Nezu's like, no. It's all right, dear. I understand. Relationships can be difficult for you humans. Sometimes you act out. You might take on stuff on your loved ones, but I know deep down you love your son. I do. I just want him back. I don't care if he's quirkless or not. Don't worry. So, what does he like to go? You have any clue? No, I don't. It just makes me feel even more bad. I don't even know what my son likes. I've never even talked to him more than a couple words. As he's like, that's troubling, but don't worry, Miss Midoriya. We'll find your boy, and you'll have that chance to, to fix your relationship with your son. As Nezu, talks to Inko for several hours, as All Might's with them. As now we cut to, Izuku. As Izuku wakes up from his tube, as his memory has been erased. He has been combined with several other kids. Izuku was never killed, but the other kids, they infused him with his DNA, so his personality is totally different. As Izuku, wakes up, as he blasts the test tube, as he goes everywhere. They haven't implemented, he's a high-end nomu, so he's intelligent, but he doesn't have, the obedient chip in him, or the obedient, like the rest of the nomus, just to keep him under control. As Ojiro hears a loud bang, what the hell? As they go, subject, you're awake. As Izuku, in his nomu form, as he's his energy form, like in the picture, you're awake. Sooner than I realized. But this is good. Please, so, subject, what is your name? As he's just trying to see if he remembers anything from his past life. As he gets flashes, small flashes of a woman with green hair. I don't know. That's all right. Come with me. As he's walking, I shall. As he smiles, he's like, "Your name from now on." As he's gonna give him his first name, just out of spite for the heroes, so they know who he is eventually. I shall. Sorry, let's pause for a second. Okay, I'm gonna name him Void. Your name from now on. Subject. Experiment 1 is Void. Void. Yes, sir. As you're even obedient, even though I haven't put I haven't put the obedient protocol in you yet. I'm not sure if it's a protocol or it's a chip, but I don't know how that goes about. I don't, the whole nomu process. I watched a bunch of videos about it, but it doesn't really tell me how they, how they're made to be so loyal. At least the low end nomu. I know the high end nomus are a lot more intelligent. So, like, spoiler alert, Kirigiri, if you haven't seen manga. So, as he goes to All for One, as, Dr. Ojiko, what can I do for you? I like to, who's this? As Kirigiri sees him, this is Void, my new pet project. Introduce yourself to your master. As Izuku kneels, I am Void Master. What is your orders? Let's say, yeah, he says, going with the flow. As he's like, I thought the obedience protocol wasn't installed yet. No, it's quite surprising. He's quite obedient. Wiped his memory of everything, but I think he'll be good for service. As he's like, excellent. Kirigiri, take care of this one. Yes, master. Come. Come, boy. As they, as Kirigiri opens a portal. Good. So as Kirigiri, you be sleeping in this room. As Shigaraki's doing something else, so they haven't met, nothing like that. Do you need anything? As Izuku doesn't say anything. Huh. Very well. If you need anything, please direct it to me. Until then, young Void. As he goes off. As yeah, we're gonna do a little job, little mission for him. As All for One and Kirigiri are talking, I believe it's time for the young one's first mission to test out his abilities. Kirigiri, I want you to take him to this location. These gangs are, causing a little bit of trouble. They're causing too much attention in this area. Because they have, like, labs, nomu labs, and, the stuff that's important to them. So, yes, master. As he goes off, Void, come here. Come with me. As he's like, where are we going? Sir, where are we going? We're going to... You have your first mission today. I'm going to be your escort. I'm going to be your, Sorry, what do they call it? Mentor. I'll be your mentor for this mission. Sorry, let me pause this real fast. Okay, I'm back. As Kirigiri opens the portal, come with me, Void, as he walks through. As they're on top of a building, you see that a building, that abandoned. Sorry, that abandoned building over there. As it's like a abandoned, it's an abandoned building, not a house. It's a building. Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. I want you to go and eradicate all of them. I will be observing from afar to observe your performance. Master doesn't like disappointments, so I advise you not to fail. As he's like, yes, Kirigiri. As Izuku opens a portal, as he puts his hand up in the air, like, he reaches a hand out as a portal opens, as it's a black greenish energy as he walks through, he straight up teleports portal straight in the middle of the bandit building. There's several thugs and villains there. What the hell is that? I don't know what you are, kid. What type of quirk you got, but you're dead. As Izuku doesn't say anything, as he walks over, opens several portals around their necks, as he has his hand out, reached out, as he closes his fist, as several portals around all their necks, as they're freaking out, as the portals shut, as all their heads start to fall on the ground, as several men walk in, as Izuku blasts them with his void energy, I guess we'll call that, black energy. As he blasts them, killing them instantly, as it's going through, there's a big hole in her chest. He's giving it a kill shot. As several, there's more of them coming in. As like, we have an intruder. The boss is dead. Reinforcements now. As, he's yelling that. As several men start popping up. As Izuku rushes over there. As Izuku portals as a portal opens underneath Izuku, as he falls down, as he appears in front, back of him, as he kicks the dude, as he goes flying into a wall, he dies instantly from impact. Like I said, he's a nomu. He has superior strength. Now, they gave him more than one quirk, so he has regenerate. He has phase in his form. He's basically, objects could phase through him, so it's hard for anyone to hit a solid hit. He's basically energy, when he uses his phase quirk. He has super strength. He has shock resorption. He has all the basic, he has all the, all the typical quirks for a nomu has. So, well, I might add some more down the line, but for right now, he has several quirks. He has several other quirks. What do they call it? Dormant. So that'll be a nice surprise for later. As Izuku grabs one of the man's head, as he squeezes his neck, as he falls to the ground, as Izuku picks up the gun that one of the men dropped, as he begins firing at the men. As Kirigiri hears gunshots, as Kirigiri opens the portal behind Izuku. Huh, seems like you're done, Void. Very good job. As they see, a small Nomu that was keeping an eye on Izuku. As it's like a bird. As it flies and lands on Izuku's shoulder. It seems like yes, it seems like Dr. Ojiko, made you a little pet. He'll be watching over you for now on. As it's like a little bird Nomu. Like it's a raven Novu that it's a raven that was made into a Nomu. So, it's there's a little that. So as Izuku opens the portal to the hideout, as Kirigiri, it's time to see our master. As Kirigiri opens the portal, because he does, Deku doesn't know where his location's at, so he just can't open a portal if he doesn't know where he's going. So, as Kirigiri and Void kneel down to their master, so how did it go, Kirigiri? He did excellent. He did very adequate. No survivors. Very clean. Excellent. Good job, my boy. You may return to your normal duties. As Kirigiri opens for as Void goes down there. As he's like, so, as the doctor, it's like, so how did the boy do? He did very, very. After a couple hours, All For One got the feedback. As he saw the scene, as he smiles, the boy did, after he got back, after seeing Izuku's scene, and she's like, the boy did very adequate, Dr. Ojiko. Seems like your little high-end Nomu project. This one's, quite the success. Very obedient, powerful, judging by what the quirks we gave him. But there's several other quirks that in dormant state. As Ojiko's like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I gave him some more quirks than normal. I'm curious, how would his body react to having more than a normal amount of quirks? As All For One smiles. As we're going to stop it there. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. And tomorrow I'll upload another part of What If Deku was Demon Lord Amadeus. And that's pretty much all it. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. Alright, bye.